Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how you can go from a 14-ounce bag of dried beans, today it's going to be red kidney beans because I'm thinking of making some chili tomorrow, to fresh beans without soaking them overnight. We're going to use the Instapot. I've already washed and picked through and cleaned the kidney beans. I did not soak them overnight, they're dry. I just opened it and washed them. So we're going to put those into the Instapot. And you want to cover them at least an inch or two with water. Start with about 4 cups here. I think I'm going to add another 4 cups. Actually another 2 cups. So we got about 6 cups in here. Now when they cook, they are going to foam a little bit. So I like to put just a little bit of oil on the top. Helps keep down the foaming. And we're going to also season them. This is the chance you're going to get some seasoning and flavor into the beans. So I like to put a little pink salt in there, pink Himalayan salt. And we're going to cook these 25 to 30 minutes. 25 minutes if you're going to use them in another recipe like tomorrow. I'm going to be doing chili, so they're going to cook more in there. So I'm going to do them for 25 minutes. But if you're going to use them on a salad, use them raw on something currently, do them for about 30 minutes so they're more done. The 25 minutes is going to just be a little bit underdone, which is going to allow it to cook more in the whatever you're cooking the next day or that day. For me, it's going to be chili. So once you put the lid on, you can use either pressure cook high, or it does have a bean chili on some of the Instapots. I've always just used the pressure cook. I use that all the time. So we're going to put it on. We're going to put it for about 25 minutes. And we're going to hit start. Now it's not going to take 25 minutes to cook. It's going to take about 10-15 minutes to get up to pressure because I use cold water. Then the actual cooking time under pressure is 25 minutes. And then we're going to let it natural pressure release. We're not going to push the button. If you push the button, they're going to be a little bit underdone, but also that quick expansion is going to make the beans, more of them, come apart and pop, and they're not going to be as, whole beans. So we're going to let this go for 25 minutes, and then we'll let it just natural pressure release 15-20 minutes, and then I'll show you what we got when we get back. Okay, so we're back. The Instapot finished its 25-minute cook about 15 minutes ago. As you can see on the dial here, or the display here, we're up to 15 minutes. That's 15 minutes past when it finished. Once it stops cooking, it'll start counting up to let you know how long it's been. So I've been letting it release naturally for about 15 minutes. So now I'll go ahead and finish this off. Shouldn't be a whole lot left in here. If you see any foam start to come up around here when you do the pressure release, turn it off, let it sit even longer. That's just the foam from the beans, if any build up. And you don't want that to get up in and clog up the top of your pressure cooker. So I've got a quart jar and a pint jar here. I'm going to put them in there. We'll see how much that 14-ounce bag of dried beans made into usable beans, ready to use beans. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator. You can keep them in the refrigerator 3 to 5 days. You can keep them frozen. I've actually put them in Ziploc bags and lay them out, freeze them, and then you can set them sideways and stack them in the freezer. You can keep those 3 to 5 months. Found if you do it that way, undercook the beans a little bit because the texture is going to expand, or the beans are going to expand, change the texture a little bit. So they're more useful in the freezer in soups instead of fresh because the texture is not going to be the same. It's going to be a little bit more mush. So it looks like we're just about released the water pressure. It took about 2 minutes, or about 17 minutes now. So it took about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to finish letting out the pressure. If you're new to the Instapot, the little silver one, oops, it just dropped. So that means it's safe to open. When I open it, I would pick it up and turn it over top of the pot because there is water built up on the top. Let that drip down in there. Those beans look good. They don't even look like they exploded or broke too much. Okay, let's set this over here out of the way. Shake out the beans a little bit. I really don't see any broken beans whatsoever. They look really good. Get one, they're very hot. Perfect, just about done. A little bit al dente. That's what I want. because I'm going to use them in the chili soup tomorrow, so I'm going to continue cooking in there. So let's get some of these out of here. Just dip them up. I've got between jars. Okay, I'm making a mess over here. So if you're going to can these, which you could do now, you can, so you have a longer shelf life. Here's 1 quart. You just can them in a pressure canner for about 45-50 minutes. I'm not sure the exact. I haven't pressure canned beans lately, so I'd have to look that up. But then they'd be shelf stable for a year or two, and you won't have to worry about the freezer going out having beans. So it looks like that 14-ounce bag gave me a quart and a pint of ready to use beans. There we go, got the beans in there. Some juice to keep them nice and moist. And if you were going to can these, leave about 1 inch of headspace. I'll do a video on that soon. And we'll can some beans here. So those are ready to go in the fridge. After they cool, I'm going to let them completely cool down. And then I'll put them in the refrigerator. I'm just doing it in the broth that they cooked in because this has the salt and a little bit of oil in there. It gives a little bit of flavor. Packing them what they were instead of just plain water. I just cover the beans up. There we go. So there we go. We have a quart and a pint of beans made from the 14-ounce bag of dry beans. Give it a try. They're easy to do. They're like I just showed you. It took about 45 minutes to an hour. You didn't have to soak them overnight, and they're ready to go. Until our next video, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.